So this is going to be an unboxing and a review of the WOPET automatic pet feeder. So just going over some of the highlights in the box. It says in the back here it has manual scheduled feeding, so I'm assuming you can set a time and it will shoot out the food to the bowl for you. The food doesn't get stuck, that's pretty nice, and it has a dual power supply, which means you can either operate it through batteries or you can just plug it into an outlet. And then it says it has easy cleaning. So that being said, let's go ahead and get into the unboxing portion. It comes with a factory seal on it, so you can just go ahead and take a knife through that. And then from there, you just kind of lift this lid up and you get right into the unboxing. Comes the styrofoam on top. Take that out really easily, and you get right into the pet feeder. So go ahead and slide this out here. That's all that's left in the box. So let's go ahead and get into the review of this. So it comes in this plastic wrapping, WOPET on the side. Go ahead and slide this off. So it comes with the protective film over the screen and all the buttons and stuff right here. Looks like that's a microphone button to make noises, and I guess these are like the settings and what time you want to set for, so that's pretty cool. And then this looks like a lid. It says turn this way to unlock and turn this way to lock. So if I turn this way, I can undo the lid. And this has some stuff in it here. This looks like the setup instructions, which is going to be very helpful for this, especially when it comes to setting the time you want the food to come out. And then it comes with a dog bowl. That's pretty cool. It's attached to the bottom that it projects all the food into. This looks like the power cable. It comes with the USB cord that plugs into the feeder, and also comes with a wall outlet that has a USB opening on the end of it, which is pretty nice. And then this right here is where you just dump in all the food. So the bowl seems to attach pretty easily. Just kind of slide it in like this and place it on the ground, and then all the food will get dumped into. It's a stainless steel bowl, which is pretty nice. So yeah, that is an unboxing, and let's see how this works. So after flipping it over and reading the manual, it has an on-off switch right here on the bottom, and then we talked about earlier how it's a dual power supply, so you can put three other D-sized batteries in here, so you can use it without plugging it into a wall. But I'm just going to be using the power cord, so I don't have to deal with these batteries. So you can just put this back on like that, and this is the on and the off switch. So this part is kind of important. Where the battery slot is, the power cord isn't actually on the outside. It's on the inside of this case right here where you put the batteries in. So I guess you just leave the bottom part out, and then you just set it on the ground like so. It has these little non-skid tabs on there, so it doesn't get knocked over easily, it doesn't slide. And then cleaning it is pretty easy. You can just rotate this and that comes off like so. And then you can also just lift this little tab up and then rotate this way, and this piece pops out like that, and you can just clean it with a paper towel or anything you want. Setting up power is pretty self-explanatory. You just kind of untie this zip tie, and this is a part that plugs into the feeder, and then this common USB port you just kind of plug into the outlet, and you plug this into a wall. And then this is a pretty long wire that you can run through your house to plug into the feeder. So once you plug in the cord to the feeder, I'm going to go ahead and take this protective film off so you can see the screen. You just flip this on switch, and once you turn that on, the screen pops up. So the first step in the instruction manual after turning it on is to hold down the settings button, which is this top right one, for 2 seconds. And that will bring you to a new screen. And then Once you do that, you press the OK button, and this is the actual like current time. This isn't the timer that you're setting it for. So you're gonna go on ahead and set your time for what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and set it to 9:30. So I'm gonna go ahead and OK. And so that is the time that's set. So the next step in the instructions is to set the portion size. So this first one is the timer or not the timer, the current time. And this next one is the portion size. So if you click the down arrow, it switches to the portion size. So you can go ahead and hit OK. And this is the portion size it has. It's 1 through 5. So you can just select how much food you want to be dispersed out of the feeder. It actually goes all the way up to 20. So that is the max portion size. I'm not sure how much food that puts out, but we're gonna go ahead and set it back down to the factory settings, which was 5. So I'm gonna hit OK, and that is the portion size. I can hear it moving. Go ahead and open it up and see what this looks like. So it looks like it's trying to put out food right now, so that thing's spinning, and that's what would spit out the food. So we're gonna go ahead and continue with the setup instructions. So to set up the automatic feeder that sets off on a timer at a certain time, you can go ahead and go back into settings just by holding it down for 2 seconds and clicking the down arrow until you get to one of the 1 through 6 icons. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up the first timer. So you're gonna click OK, and then this is the portion size. So I'm gonna go ahead and click it all the way up to 5. Remember, it can go all the way up to 20. And then I'm going to hit OK. And this is the time you want it to set to. So you can set it at, let's say, 4 o'clock, and you hit OK. And so the timer is set. Just going through it again. And so you can go back to the home page, and you can see that it has a little 1 on the bottom, and that means it is scheduled to set off at 4 o'clock because you set your number 1 timer. Once you put food in the top of the feeder, you can, I'm just going to demonstrate by manually pressing the button. So this is going to be a portion size of 5. So once you press the go button, I just have this sample food in there. It'll go ahead and pour out, and at the same time, it'll count down how many portion size is left. So there's 4 left, and then once it goes down to 3, it'll spit another load out, and then it'll keep going down until it is completely finished. It is very silent, and I can hardly hear it at all, so it's not like it'll wake anybody up or make noise. So yeah, overall, it looks pretty good, very easy to use and very easy to set up.